To another episode of Hard Reads, Prediction Esports. There we go. We are on Prediction Esports, and we have a couple topics to talk about. I'm TKbreezy, this is Austy. Today's May 6th, and we will be talking about some of the stuff that happened over the last week. One of those things being EVO being canceled, and then of course a lot more online stuff has been happening. But yeah, man, I'm TK. This is Austy. How you been?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just play some Smash. Trying to learn how to play Byleth again. It's
Byleth?
been a while.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
because
You
I
were
mean,
messing around with them.
she was my hard secondary, but then I don't know. I just stopped playing for a while, so now I'm like relearning Byleth all over again. And I mean, she's cool. She's cool. Better than Marth, but Martha's
Hey,
just
come on, man. I
it
think
hits different,
Marth's.
bro.
I think Marth can work. It's just maybe not in an online environment, and maybe not when Lucina exists. But
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of maybe nots. You know, some some what ifs. Here, but unfortunately, right now, uh, just he just doesn't pop. So
I just want to see the hype tilts. That's all I want to see, man. Give me those tips.
though, yeah, well, yeah, honestly, that's all I need to is just make my tipper a little better. So
Mm.
anyway, as I said on the docket, man, let's go ahead and start off with what is first. Also, we have the Twitter questions too, so don't forget about the Twitter questions. There was a few that came out, so we're gonna slide through these first few topics pretty easily. Evo being canceled. Austin, what can you say about that, man?
So, for those that are unaware, Evo, they just made Mr. Wiz made an announcement last week saying that Evo is no longer happening. For due reason, it's coming up close. It's gonna be in August, and I don't think with the quarantine and everything in the pandemic, I don't think they're gonna allow an event of that magnitude to be able to run. So instead of postponing it, because I'm sure it'd be really hard to postpone something like that, they decided to make the choice to cancel the offline event and make it online. And ever since that announcement came to light, there have been a constant barrage of memes about online tournaments just in general. Because like the biggest one being like every game on the Evo lineup has terrible netcode in comparison to the rollback one. So I just wanted to get everyone's thoughts on what's going on with that, because I honestly think it's gonna be weird, right? Because if you win Evo this year, are you an Evo champion? Do you count the Smash Ultimate winner this year at Evo an Evo champion along the likes of like MKLeo?
I mean, it's definitely gonna be dampened. Probably not. And that kind of sucks because you're still winning something prestigious. It's just unfortunately it's under terms that you probably wouldn't want to win them under, and terms that you may not be able to win them under if it was offline. But who knows, you know? But the real issue is just like, yeah, I mean, like we're doing the best we can, and unfortunately, the best we can do is like nothing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all of our Wi-Fi's are so ass. It's just like there's nothing we can do but play Wi-Fi, and then it's just tarnished, and it seems like it's causing more problems than uh it's helping as of right now. But I don't know what else we would be doing. Um, you know what I mean? Like I don't really know another way to make Smash still have this view base, still look competitive while we're all not going to tournaments right now. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like you kind of got to take what you can get, and unfortunately for almost every tournament, they're doing exactly that. We're taking what we can get with um we're taking what we can get with like Pound. We just did Pound. We're taking what we get with Evo. We're taking what we can get with any of these tournaments that went from offline to being online.
Mm. There's rumors about Evo being an invitational as well to try to like, because there's been no official announcement if you can just enter the Evo online tournament or not. The details are very scarce currently.
Hmm.
So, what are your thoughts on it being invitational, being open ended? Like, what would you prefer?
I mean, how many people will be in the invitational?
I don't
Like,
know.
are we, is it like a 64-man bracket for every game? Is it a 128-man bracket for every game? 265, 256 or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know, man. I feel like I could probably get down with like a 128 invitational for every game. But you would have to stretch that over however many is Evo Online just one day?
That's another question, right? I feel like it's not going to be because they are running a million games. Granted, in theory, they have infinite setups, so
Yeah.
that's no longer an issue, and they can run as many games as they want as long as they have the staff to do it. I would hope that it would not be a 1 day event because it's always I would like to still keep the Sunday top 8 thing going on. Like I think even without the prestige of being in the arena, I think it's really hyped to just have that 1 day that people who normally don't watch fighting games or Smash or competitive at all, or they watch once a year, can tune in, because EVO is like the Super Bowl of fighting games. Like people come in that normally don't even watch this stuff, and they come in on a Sunday and watch all the games, make it a day event. People invite people over to their house to watch, and it's like they don't even compete in any of the games. They just want to watch. So I feel like that. I'm hoping that energy is still there on Sunday, even if it is online.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough, bro. Like, just unfortunately, it's the hand that we're dealt. It's not even the community's fault. Obviously, it's just
Right.
the it's the world's fault, if you will. uh, Most likely the president's fault for not having a better reaction to the fact that COVID is
Yeah.
a big issue. But I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. There are definitely still people out here who are continuing to act like COVID is not in America right now. People are not dying and stuff like that. So it's America's fault, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
It's America's fault.
I hear like 20 ambulances a day outside my apartment. And that is not normal. So
Yeah.
but I'm in New York City. I'm in like where it's worse. But like everywhere else, I can understand what people think. It's not. I'm getting off topic. Let's get off that topic real quick. Let's go back to
That's just
Evo.
all right, bro.
Let's go back to
move on, bro.
Evo.
So Evo's canceled. We're going online. I don't have really high hopes for it, but I'm in the boat of it's the best we can do. So
Mhm.
you know,
I
moving
think
on. The next quarantine. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I think it has potential to be funny and fun. Like if they make it like kind of like silly esque, or maybe if
Like
they.
comical.
It
Like
depends.
like I feel like right now the biggest thing with Evo being canceled and even going online is that pretty much everyone who wins that may not have won before is not going to be it's going to be tarnished. So
Yeah,
if you've never won an Evo before or you never even been in the top 8 before, like it's going to be tarnished and everyone's going to be, yeah, well it was online blah 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 for every game pretty much too.
for
So that it's
years.
just it's it's not good.
Like imagine like you won that Evo, and then 10 years later, you're like I'm an Evo champion. Yeah, but that was the online one, right? You know,
Yeah.
like,
So
but we'll see
they're
what
going to
happens.
they're going to have to mail you they're going to have to mail you your badge or your medal.
They better not have
So
the letter P on it anywhere.
jeez. Well, the champion, man. That's what it is. All right.
I want.
Moving on. We got the quarantine series going random characters. Okay, so the next quarantine major is forcing everyone to go random. How you feel about that?
I'm like okay with it, only because there are a ton of Wi-Fi tournaments happening right now for Smash. Like every weekend there's something. It's like we're back to what Smash used to be, just online. So
Mhm.
Quarantine from Alpharad and Critical, they originally made that event to fill that hole, to fill that gap. But now they're realizing that all these other tournaments are still running stuff. Like we don't have to do this. So and they're noticing that there's tons of negative you know reception to everything with these events because of a Sonic's in there, or like this guy beat MK Leo, or the winner would never be able to do offline stuff. And I think it's just making a lot of people angry, and that was not the intent or the purpose of having the online events. So I agree with the decision for them to make it a little bit more casually. I'm saddened that they're lowering the amount of events though, like because they said they're gonna have minors, but now the minors are
The
gone.
miners are
So
gone.
yeah,
Damn.
so there's only
Well,
3 more events now, right?
I guess so. I mean, I haven't talked to Charlie or Alfred lately. I usually all my communication goes through Charlie. So,
Hmm.
but that sucks. But at the same time, I'm actually kind of hyped for the quarantine random characters thing. I feel like it can take a little stress off the people, so they can just go in there and have some fun or whatever. And I'm sure there's still gonna be people complaining about online, whatever. But it's just a nice weekend event. You're sitting at home not doing shit anyway. So and it's free. So just jump in. I hope I actually get to commentate it because we get to see some uh you get to see some like characters you may not get to see a lot, or you get to see some matches you may not get to see a lot. Um, and I'm interested to see like how the people who are good with multiple characters do. Nairo's pretty good with multiple characters. Mars is good with multiple characters. And then for the people who aren't good with multiple characters, it's good to see them out their comfort zone. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. I don't have super high hopes for it, and I feel like the community will still find a way to complain. But for the most part, I'm definitely excited to see whatever we will see when it comes down to it. So
And I just looked it up because I was very curious about it. It's invite only, so it's not open bracket.
it's invite
Like
only. Okay.
yes, I just saw the
Can
tweet
you,
from
can you
Critical.
spot us the time for this fun event? I actually don't know the event yet. Um, yeah, I mean, like, what day is it? Is it this
Uh,
week? Is it next weekend? Like,
so
not this weekend, but the next one.
I assume it's not this weekend since you guys just had a major, right? Last weekend.
Yeah, but we also got the box this weekend and the Sirat event, the Melee charity event.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's
So
a bit going on.
helping the reason for them to want to take this position. However, there is $10,000 still on the line for a random tournament. So no matter what, even if you make it all random or items on or whatever, like if there's money on the line, people are gonna find a way to get salty because that's a paycheck.
Yeah, damn, it is windy outside today. Okay.
I can hear it.
Yeah, it's very windy out there right now. So also, man, coming in from the quarantine series, if you guys did not watch the last one, well, Sonic's won the major, which has caused a lot of talk about this last issue, and it is should Sonic be banned from online events? Uh I'm gonna say no, but I definitely get why people are asking the question right now.
Mm.
So, how do you feel about it?
I think it's a terrible idea, only because
Is
if
this because you're a
we're
Sonic main, bro?
no, I
Okay.
quit Sonic and Brawl, bro, and
Yeah, all right, bro.
P plus, whatever. Hey, come on. But no, it could be literally any character, and I will always disagree with it unless the character is literally meta defining, which Sonic currently is not. It would be if I saw 8 Sonics in top 8, then I'd be okay with it, but that was not the case. My issue is that where do you draw the line? Okay, you ban Sonic. What's the next character you find? Lame. Okay, Robin. You ban Robin. What's the next character you find? Lame. Pac-Man. What's the next character? It just keeps going on and on. Where do you draw this line that you're just making up because this dude won with this character and no one enjoyed watching it? Like it's it's not just a black and white answer. To just ban
Yeah, I
one
mean,
character.
I think that this issue only spawns for if people are like picking it up and then doing things that they otherwise couldn't do. Like if you pick up, like if MKLeo picked up Sonic that tournament, right? Like if he was down 2-0 or whatever against Sonics, and then he picked Sonics and beat Sonics, then I would be like, all right, this character is an issue online. But as of right now, yeah, I don't think that we are in a position to ban Sonic. I think Sonic he is very annoying for sure, and I feel like his playstyle is very, very hard to deal with online, but I don't think it's ban worthy yet. Until I start seeing the 4 or 5 Sonics in top 8 of people who don't even play Sonic, they're just picking Sonic because he's making the plays, then yeah. But these Sonic players that are making these top 8s are Sonic mains, um, these are what Sonics who's been playing Sonics. This is Wrath who's been playing Sonic. Like I can't. It's not like he just picked it up yesterday because he's playing online. He's been playing Sonic. So in a way, it's almost like ban the player instead. That's what you're saying because he probably has secondaries, but his name is Sonics, bro. He probably came here to play Sonic.
Can you imagine?
So
Your name's Sonic. Who do you play? I play Bowser.
Bowser, bro.
Yeah, I'm a Bowser man. No, but like in offline events, for instance, MKLeo's been winning a lot. Do we ban Joker? Do we ban Joker from tournaments? It's such a dumb thing. Granted, I get why people are frustrated. I get that people are getting angry because they're seeing a Sonic win who normally would not even get into top 16, top 32 in an offline event, suddenly finding, success. And you know what? To me, that's cool. Like let them have their success. Let them have a little bit of fame. I don't understand the big problem. Oh, the best player in the world's getting 65th because of an online environment. Cool. He's still probably the best player in the world, but he just can't play it online anymore because a lot of his stuff is based on reactions, which is what the offline entails. So
Yeah.
I just there's no ranking happening. There's nothing on the line here. I don't understand all of the upsets besides the monetary value. And even then, why do you care about other people's paychecks?
Yeah, it's
Like
free.
as the viewer.
You're definitely just nerfing this man's paycheck, and I would like to see some of Sonic's secondaries just to see if he has any. But the man's name is Sonics, bro. Like, like he came here to play Sonic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a game plan. I appreciate the fact that he is one of those people who seems to be a character loyalist with his name and his character. You know what I'm saying? I don't like those Fire Emblem masters playing Cloud and shit. Or Marth True Marth or True Hero King, and he's playing like fucking Wolf. Like fuck out of here. So big shout out to Sonics. I don't really like watching his gameplay as much as the next guy, but I'm not gonna say that he needs to go away and get banned because his style of play and ways of winning are working as well as they are. So
Yeah, and I don't know like Sonic's backstory. I don't know how old he is, if he's like a kid or something like that. But like, no matter what happens, no one deserves the amount of hate players get for winning a tournament. Like, I don't. I that's something I will never understand in any competitive format because it happens everywhere. It's not just esports. It's not just video games. Like, it happens in sports too. When someone wins and they're not popular, they get death threats. They get
yeah,
messages
yeah.
sent to them telling them to go die, and it's just like you. The people are this invested, which is really cool to see people this passionate about it. But to go off the deep end like that, like people need to chill.
Yeah, yeah. Black Yoshi playing Bayonetta. Well, I think Black Yoshi did actually play Yoshi for a bit, but then Bayonetta came. He should have changed his name out to just Bayo Yoshi. Bayonetta. Black Netta. I don't know. Something. Anyway,
What?
I don't know, bro. Like he wanted to keep the black in there for sure.
Hey Yoshi, does that sound
I
bad?
what'd you say?
Bayoshi.
Bay Yoshi.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It looks good
um
on the screen,
it's gonna work.
but
Bay
when you say it
Yoshi.
out loud,
Yoshi. That's what's gonna sound like when you say it out
yeah.
loud. Yoshi.
Boshi.
Boshi. All right, man. Let's
Boshi.
get into these Twitter questions real quick. We have
Word.
Nebraska Ken FG saying, once the pandemic is over, are there any states that you have not been to for tournaments that you would like to go to? I can't think of a state that I haven't been to that I want to go to, but I definitely would like to go back to Texas because I want some barbecue.
Bro, Texas
That's
is lit.
yeah, bro. That's all. I mean, we're gonna go to SoCal. We're gonna go to NorCal. You know what I'm saying? Florida's gonna have events. I haven't really done too much with Tri-State, but I'm like kind of okay with not going to Tri-State events.
Come
I'm
on.
sad that look, man, you guys are like the heart of coronavirus. I'm good. I'm
I
good.
mean, not anytime soon. I'm just,
Okay. Yeah, maybe like 2 years from now.
you
I'll
know,
think about it.
wow. I
Maybe like
mean,
2 years from now.
we don't know the future. I've ever actually been to Washington or Seattle. So that's like something I've always wanted to go to. Every single time there's an event that comes up, like I'm on the list and something goes wrong. So I just end up like whether I have something I need to do on my end or the budget ended up getting slashed into the end or like it just never works out. So I'm really hoping to eventually get out there one day.
Okay. Wait, what was the place you said? What'd you say?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I went there for what was that? For Port Priority and Don't Park on the Grass. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It was a college town, so I didn't get to like get uh I didn't get to do like, other Seattle stuff. I didn't get to see anything. Oh, I mean, I've been out there for Prime too, so I guess I have been through Seattle for a little bit. But but when I was going to Prime, I wasn't really like a sightseer, so I was just staying in the convention center area. And then I went to obviously I went to the Port Priority, but that was at the school district. So it's just, I would like to go to Seattle again and just, maybe see what that's like, what that's about.
Mm.
Uh, so Tori went with me that one time. She went to go see the Space Needle, so that was cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Did she like it?
yeah, yeah. I mean, she's into space like that, so
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, that's the answer for that. Yeah, I just want to go back to Texas and keep going to whatever other events they hire me for. Ao Mayo says, pretty sure this is going to be redundant, but what are y'all's opinions on the Sonic drama going on recently and Sonic himself? Well, we just answered that throughout the podcast. So if you guys want to see that, you'll have it on the YouTube. I'll probably put some timestamps that way you can kind of just jump straight to it and things like that. Sagaru Mil Patel, big shout out to Sagaru Mil by the way. Every time I put the thing out, he always has a question. So big shout out to Sagaru Mil for giving me some questions here. But anyway, he says, so in general, Smash Ultimate viewership during online events has been lower than their offline counterparts, even though most people are stuck at home. Do you believe this has to do with the viewers not being interested in these events or some other factor? What do you think, man?
I don't think they're interested. I think viewers just do not care about the online events, or like obviously they do because we're still getting quite a amount of viewers. I think this tournament over the weekend still got hit that 20K.
Yeah, I mean, we're still getting some solid viewership, but it's definitely
Yeah,
not. It's not the same.
right.
It's definitely not by any stretch of the name is it the same. So
And I think part of that is due to like I think a lot of event viewership does come from like event notoriety. I think it comes from being on like a very highly viewed channel like BG Bootcamp. I think it comes from recognizable players in the top 8. having the tops, the greats, people like having their fans in the top 8. Like there's so many factors that come into it, but I think online versus offline is also a thing. So yeah, I think it's general interest. I think it's just what it is. I think people just they're waiting for it to be competitive again in an offline environment.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even the I don't really watch online environments. I don't really watch online tournaments too, unless I'm like commentating. And I also
Mm.
think that like the other factor is that most of these people are trying to stream. So if uh if you're sitting at home and you're streaming against a large tournament, like that doesn't feel good. But if you're streaming against an online tournament, most people are probably like, well, whatever. My favorite player is not in the online tournament. I'm just gonna go watch them. So I can see like it from both sides. Most people are like, all right, if I'm not gonna enter the tournament, I still need to make money somehow, so let me stream. And yeah.
Mm.
He also had a bonus question though. Bonus question: if you have time to answer, TK, have you ever considered doing commentary critiques for up and coming commentators on your stream? I don't see a lot of commentators doing this, and I think people will be interested in your thought process on the commentary side of things. Yes, but I just don't want to do that. Um, and the only reason I don't want to do that is that I don't really care like about. It's not like I don't want to help people get better. I think that the thing that people don't want to realize is that there's only 2 seats for top 8 usually, sometimes 3, right? Not everybody can get up there uh at the
Sometimes
same time.
4.
Sometimes 4. I mean, it depends on if you're going to Summit. But there's only so much area at the top. It's a fucking pyramid, you know what I'm saying? And then right now the pyramid at the top of it is the people that have been doing it forever. Me, D1s, EEs, Conies, all that good stuff. So I at some point in time we're going to jump off the pyramid. And then that means that there's going to be space freed up at the top of the pyramid. But also, I don't like giving advice because like everyone's journey is different. You know what I'm saying? Like I grinded very, very long and very hard to get where I was. Vicky did not grind as long as me, but she still worked very hard and used her resources wisely to get to where she was. Senpai blew up immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different journey for everyone, and I feel like a lot of people will get jealous or when they see newer people blow up that's not them. But also, I feel like a lot of people um, will degrade or demean the work that the people who have grinded, such as me and AE and Coney and D1, and they'll demean that because they didn't see that and they weren't there for that. So therefore, they just think that we were somehow lucky and just sitting at the top all the time. We weren't at the top all the time. In fact, for most of Brawl, I probably wasn't even considered a commentator. It took until about PM into 4 to where I started getting some fame as a commentator, and then I just kind of kept it ever since. So, bottom line, I don't like doing critiques because like you should know. You know what I mean? Like to me, at this point in time, you should be critiquing yourself more than anything else. If you feel like you're not doing something, then you like your body will like I mean your body will feel that basically. Like if I'm commentating and I feel like I'm not providing enough insight, I will shift my commentary during that block to start trying to notice more shit to provide more insight. Or if I'm commentating and I feel like I don't have enough energy, I'll wait until I get that hit that break and drink a bunch of water and a Red Bull or something. Come back with some energy. Also, just read the chat, man. The chat usually has the chat's not the greatest uh at times. There's some people that just sit in there and shit on you because you're not one of the top 5, but there are some people that will actually legitimately say like, oh man, that guy is wrong on this or whatever, or this guy sounds like he doesn't really care, stuff like that. And then you'll take that feedback and apply it to your commentary. That's actually there was no feedback threads for me when I was coming up as a commentator. I just had to rely on the chat. So yeah.
Yeah, I do want to iterate that when he says read the chat, like if you're new and you're upcoming, read the chat after, not during. Like do
Yeah, not
not read
during.
it
You're just
live.
gonna
Yeah,
psych
yeah.
yourself out.
Yeah, you will lose all energy. And also it takes really hard skin in the beginning to go through the chat because chat is not kind. It's like, those thoughts that people have the second they see someone, they judge someone immediately and they just have a thought popping in their head, but they keep it in their head. In Twitch chat, they put that out there. Like and they're gonna comment how you look, how you sound, what you said, if you flubbed up once, like they will tear into you. I also got torn into in Smash 4, like in the early days, and I had my own journey. Ultimate's been way kinder, but I think anyone that's new into commentary, they will get torn to shreds based on the smallest little thing. So you got to have hard skin, and you got to get through it, and you got to be able to evolve from it, like TK said. But yeah, in terms of like yeah, you teaching other commentators, I totally agree with you that that's something that you would just not be interested in because the competition's already high. There's already so many commentators trying to get in. And everyone's journey is different. Like you could give a tip to someone that would not work for them, but could work for someone else. So it just seems like it's not worth it. I feel like it wouldn't be good content for you either. I don't think you'd get that many
Nah,
viewers.
I don't want to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to watch a bunch of low level matches and low level commentators. Like and that's not no offense to you guys. You're only low level because you don't have the experience. But like, I don't want to sit there and watch that for days on end. And
Now,
and a lot of the people. So this is the thing. This is the bigger thing. A lot of those people. I tried this before. Um, I tried this before. I tell the story all the time, but I tried this before where I was going to give people commentary advice. So I was sitting in Genesis. Dude from Texas comes up and he's like, "Hey man, I really dig your commentary. I'm trying to get a commentary." I'm like, "Oh, what scene are you from?" "Oh, I'm from Texas." "Cool, cool, whatever." I'm like, so we're talking. I'm like, "All right, cool. Texas dude, sick, whatever, whatever." So a couple matches go by and he's like, "Hey man, if I send you a video, like, can you would you watch it and send me some critiques?" This is before my DMs were open. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, man." I was like, "I'll DM you and then you could just DM me the videos." So I DM'd him and then I was like, "Yeah, just DM me the videos when you get home or whatever." He's like, "All right, cool, cool, cool." So another match passes and he's like, "Hey man, are you gonna like actually do this, or are you gonna be Hollywood about it and like never respond?" And I was like, "Dude, I DM'd you first." And I was like, "But now that you said that, I'm not going to do it." I was like, I don't have to be Hollywood about it. I'm just going to tell you straight up, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, "Get the fuck away from me." So he left. And then like for a couple months, he had like been, responding to a lot of my tweets and stuff. Cause, just trying to like, I guess, gain favor again. But nah, man, like that's the thing. Like I'm not, if I go out of my way to do that for free at that, and then I try to do something good for like, a favor for you, and then that's how you treat it, then I'm just not gonna do that. So I don't do that for anybody anymore. Like uh do your own grind. No one helped me get to where I was. I just grinded myself and did what I thought was right. So I can't give you the keys to success because maybe you're not funny. Uh maybe yeah, it's like maybe you're not funny. Maybe you're not as insightful, or maybe you just don't have the voice for it. Sometimes you gotta eat the cold hard truth that maybe you're just not built for that shit, and that's what it is. But I'm not gonna be the one to tell you. You have to come to your own conclusions on that. And if you feel like that's not the truth, then keep working on it at it until uh until it is, I guess.
and that's another great point that you brought up is that this is work should not be free. Like you're coaching. That's something that you should be getting paid for if you were to do it. So the fact that you were being gracious to do it for free. I mean, I guess it was a different time. But yeah, like that was just completely uncalled for. But now I have a question: would you do it as like a service? Like if someone came up to you and was like, "Hey, I will give you such and such money if you critique one
Only,
video of mine."
only, only if they're going to let me speak freely. Because I know some
Hmm.
people are going to think I'm just being rude or I'm being mean. But no, I'm gonna tell you like this, yo. If I don't like your commentary, I feel like, look, dude, like I listened to this whole match and there was nothing that I felt like you said brought anything good to this match, and you then like try to blow me up for like um, for like trying to, for like trying to, I guess, being very blunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I can word this better ways, but I'm gonna say whatever way it comes to my head. And if you try to like blow me up, "Oh, TK so mean, I pay for this," and he just insulted me, then hell no, I'm not doing that shit. And that's how the Smash community is, man. They sit and comment and insult you all day, every day. But as soon as you say something, now you're the asshole. So I'm good. I'm good. That's not a service I would like to offer. So
That's fair.
maybe
Yeah.
one day I'll do like I'll do like one stream where I do that, and then that's gonna be like one stream a year where I'll do some shit like that.
Hmm.
All right,
Oh, sorry.
last question.
I have one more thing,
Go ahead.
Jacob. Sorry. I just want to say for people just as commentary advice is listen to your peers, listen to your friends. They'll be truthful with you. Maybe I don't know what your friendship is with them, but like having a good circle around you, being able to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you what you're doing wrong, what you're messing up, is hella helpful and insightful. But yeah, continue.
yeah. Last question. I was this from Wood Pushblock Wood. He said, "I was wondering if the Arms character releases during the tourney ban, would it stunt the growth of its meta in any way, or color it in a different light and had been or color it in a different light had it been released in the offline environment?" I don't think that when a character gets released really matters too much. People are going to all try it. Top players are going to have bad opinions for every character that comes out from the beginning. There's going to be some top players that are going to try it for a bit, go to a tournament, get slapped, and say the character sucks. There's going to be some top players who think this character is the messiah because they probably love arms in general. But we'll see. I don't. It sucks that it is being released while we can't see it in tournament, but at the same time, because we can't see it in a tournament, by the time we get to a tournament, we don't have to worry about it being banned because it was too close to a tournament as well. So kind of double edged. Kind of double edged.
Yeah, I think in the online environment it's gonna thrive because, like, think of it. It's an arms character. He's gonna have long pokes, long reaches. Might be able to camp you out. I think he's gonna. I think the character's gonna thrive in online. But offline, who knows? We'll have to see what happens. I don't think there's gonna be any stunted growth because the entire meta in general is having stunted growth because of this. So it's like, how I see it is when we finally go offline, that's when the character drops. That's when the new patch hits. That's when people can start to experiment. So it just feels like a new patch. So no, I don't think it'll hurt it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Preston said, look at Terry Byleth and Heroes meta growth. Yeah, I mean, there's literally like one of each. There's more Terrys than anything, but yeah, there's like one hero, one Byleth out there. And I don't even think that Byleth's even playing in Byleth anymore. So big rip to that character. I still love her, but unfortunately, the rest of the community does not. So, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Hard Reads. Thank you for watching yet again. You got any final words, Austin?
Oh, I just remembered. Someone last week tweeted at me asking for a question. We didn't get to it last week, so I just want to go over it real quick. Zodisus12 said, "Do you think if Bayo was banned in Smash 4 during the last year of its life, would there still be a Smash 4 scene?"
Oh, he asked that on Blast Zone, but
Oh,
no, because I mean
yeah,
the scene's
same.
gonna move on every time with the new game. So I think that it may have ended on a higher note, but
EVO 2019.
yeah, I don't know if we would still be playing Smash 4. Like Smash Ultimate is just is purely a successor to Smash 4 with some things that were improved and some things that were not improved. Basically just based off the game engine. I think that the speed of the game was improved. I think that the combos of the game were improved, but unfortunately some of the movement options got taken out, and that it is what it is. Uh, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't think it would have helped much. It definitely would have had more Bayo players complaining on the internet more than they already were for winning everything. But yeah, I don't think it would have helped much.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like Bayonetta, like it all it did was just kind of taint the scene a bit and make it so like it's always gonna have like that negative spot on it. That whenever people like think about it, reflect. EVO 2019 did happen. That's not gonna go away anytime soon. But the second Ultimate draw, hell, when Ultimate was announced, Smash 4 started to die. Like that little trailer they showed with Inkling. That's when Smash 4 started to fall. So, like, and I don't think it had anything to do with Bayo. I think it just had to do with
Yeah.
that people are ready
Well,
for the
I
next
mean, it
game.
definitely had a little something to do with Bayo. Like
Yeah,
at least
you're right.
at least the way it declined that hard. But yeah,
Mhm.
once it was going to decline anyway. For people were ready for the next game. So. All right, guys. Well, yeah, as I said, man, that was Hard Reads. Thank you guys for watching. This will be up on YouTube. This will be up on Spotify. This will be up on Apple as well. So definitely, if you did not get the full episode and you want to see any of the topics that you may have missed, then definitely check that out. Or just check it out in general, man. It helps us out. A couple clicks, goes a long way here at Prediction Esports. And if you want to leave comments and stuff, make sure you hit my YouTube as well. I'm TKbreezy. That's Austy. We'll be back next week with even more stuff for you. But until then, you guys have a good night.